I'm drunk, but I'm gonna try this shit.
Oh shit! I did the wrong one. Sorry, I did 90s.
What is it? What is it?
I pushed
That's all right,
90s.
it'll
I'm
work.
sorry.
It'll work. It won't matter. It's not really the 90s
What was everything? When I wake up in the morning and the alarm gets out of warning, I don't think I'll ever make it on time.
It was Austin.
By the time I grab my books and I give myself a look,
he was
I'm at the
born
corner
in
just in time to
99.
see
No, because that's who's on the show, and I made this.
it's alright, 'cause I'm safe out of there.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is more fucked up than I could have imagined. I thought this was going to be an '80s one, but it's a '90s one. But I'm going to do it anyway. We'll crop this out. We'll crop something out. The movie tonight is No Country for Old Men. I'm going to have a giant guzzle. I wish this were bourbon for No Country for Old Men. Coen Brothers, 2007. All right, look. Most people have seen this movie. The people that I talk to that are of a certain age are young. They've seen this movie. It's because this movie stood out. It won Academy Award. Javier Bardem won Academy Award for this. I'm sure that it was nominated for many, many things. But if you haven't seen it, let me just kind of say a couple things. If you haven't seen it and don't even know what this is, it's even better because the process of the movie is so slow and weird. I'm going to give you a couple of weird facts about this movie. It's 2 hours long and there's 16 minutes of music in it. Repeat, 16 total minutes of any music at all in this movie. It's almost silent other than what's going on. Okay, look, this is the Coen Brothers, Fargo, Raising Arizona, Blood, Simple, Miller's Crossing, Tommy Lee Jones, Javier Bardem, Josh Brolin, and Woody Harrelson are in this one. It's based on a Cormac McCarthy book, No Country for Old Men. You know, All the Pretty Horses, Blood Meridian, all the other books, Suttree that this guy wrote. Here's the pitch. A basic guy, a retired Vietnam veteran, welder, is hunting. He tries to take a shot at a deer, misses it, and realizes as the deer part that there are a bunch of vehicles abandoned down in the valley. He walks through the desert. This is El Paso, Texas, I think, into the dry desert. And I'm going to point right out of the style of this movie. 16 minutes of music, total silence. Roger Deakins. If that doesn't mean anything to you, what can I say? Blade Runner 2049, 1917, Sicario, which I just did, Jarhead, Fargo, Shawshank Redemption, Sid and Nancy, Barton Fink, Dead Man Walking. This guy is a legendary photographer, Roger Deakins. Look him up if you don't know this guy. As we go into this desert scape, and the Coens took apparently months and months and months to pick out these shots, as Deakins described it. He realizes everybody's dead. There's tons of heroin and a giant briefcase full of money. Now, I'm going to move ahead so that I don't really give you any spoilers because I don't want to because the process of the movie's weird. It's 1980. You only know this from the stylings on the sets to the bill, the electric bill that the hitman that Javier Bardem plays as he tries to track where this money is. I gotta say the performance by Brolin is tremendous. Again, another actor that plays himself in almost everything. Josh Brolin is tremendous, and he's a movie star at that. Um, here's some notable things. The process of the movie is almost happening as you're watching in real time. As I say, there's no music, so there's no phones. It's 1980. People are reading newspapers. It's a small Texas town. There's all of the stylings are of the era, and you're literally left with how would you track a guy? This is the early version of technology, and the movie brings you along in such a slow way. It's a Western. I'm going to leave it at that. Cormac McCarthy is known for making Westerns. This is a Western movie set in 1980, but feels very terrifying. And here's the last thing I'll say. Javier Bardem won Academy Award for this. This is one of the greatest piles of performances you'll ever see. Javier Bardem is terrifying as his hitman.
In what year was this again? 2010?
2007 for this movie. Okay. And by the way, I've seen it a few times now. I actually could have done a bunch of other rewatches. I did 1980s. I did Down by Law, Jim Jarmusch with Roberto Benigni, Tom Waits, and John Lurie. Beautiful fucking movie. If you know this movie at all, Tom Waits does some of the music with John Lurie in it. Great. I didn't do that. Snake Eyes, Brian De Palma. I watched that one this week, or I'm in the middle of it. But this movie is absolutely worth your time. If you're young or old, go out, rewatch this movie. You'll get sucked right into it, man. This is a deep thing. It's like reading a book. Coen Brothers, Roger Deakins. And by the way, I watched it because the Coen Brothers may be done as a team. Joel and Ethan are no longer directing together, but I can't emphasize enough. This is a brilliant piece. Roger Deakins is at his best. Check this one out. No Country for Old Men. This is not the 90s, 2007.